about the issues that bordered our collective interests. I took to the street of Abuja when I realized that the INEC were not performing and the professors were giving us numbers that even Carpenter cannot call. And I called that it is imperative that I think we give another institution a chance instead of professors of doom that are leading INEC. And again, I took to the street a few weeks ago under the Nigeria Integrity Movement and Police Integrity Movement to challenge the innuendos and some of the fraudulent acts of police, and also to speak about their good performance under the current administration. And today again, I'm here purposely to challenge the call by NYSC in their publication on The Nation on the 12th of October, calling Mr. President to shield the Interior Minister, Tunji-Ojo. That brought and ignited something in me. It is very laughable that a nation like Nigeria, I don't know the type of NYSC or the student union we have today, calling to shield a forgery allegation on a government officials. The people that are supposed to call for integrity and transparent are rather calling to cover up. The word shade means cover, protect. Meaning there must be something before protection comes in. You can't hold umbrella except there is rain or sunshine. So what is Mr. President shading? Something is wrong. And that brought me into digging deep on the certificate saga of the Interior Minister. And I realized that something is wrong. Starting from the letter from Premium Time to NYSC in 2023. Indeed, they have been shading this issue. And on this same certificate issue, we have the former Minister of Finance resigned. On this same certificate issue, we have the former minister also, Unaji, resigned. Why is Tunji-Ojo stay in office without proper investigation into his own issue? Now let me shock you this. I am a deep thinker and I reason something. During the administration of Buhari, he's from the north. A Yoruba man was affected and they asked her to go. Today again, an Igbo man was affected. They asked him to go. What about somebody that is sitting on gunpowder and that nobody is talking about it? We need to look into all these things to bring unity, transparent, into the government. No doubt the government of the day are trying their best, even though we Nigerians are complaining that they need to do more. But there are issues that is beyond political which on, but to call for the integrity of this government. If Tinubu indeed, according to him, as an old man, that I want to leave Nigeria with a legacy after my name, then Tunji-Ojo must be subject to scrutiny, investigation by the security service, investigation by the DSS, because the question, to NYSC and their response, brought more questions even than the answers that they are needed to give. Number one, their response was Tunji-Ojo was remobilized, or was called, went to NYSC in 2006. We want to know whose school mobilizing. I don't think nobody go to NYSC without school mobilization. The school must send your name for NYSC. So NYSC is not an institution whereby I can just stand up tomorrow and decided to join. I should be recommended by my school that this is my student. You can enroll him or her. We need to know the school. Secondly, he absconded according to their own report. And according to the rule of the same NYSC, after 3 months, there is a jail term or a fine. We want to see which of the one the NYSC gave to Tunji-Ojo after absconding. Again, they went further to implicate their own self by saying that he now re-enrolled like a school in 2019. And at the same time, in 2019, he was already a member of the House of Rep. Now, another broad question is, what did he submit to INEC? You see, this is not about witch hunting. But if a nation cannot grow without protecting the integrity of all our institutions, the same way, see, I said something recently that the corruption in the corporate institution is more than the policeman on the road collecting 50 naira. The corruption in our government today is epidemic, and we got to pick it one by one to bring sanity to our organization. And let me shock you this. In my finding within this short period, 60 to 70% of government officials are with forged NYSC certificates. A lot of the big men children don't want to serve. But at the end of the day, they found themselves in big offices. Nobody is talking about it. Some senators are victims of this same issue, and nobody is talking about it. Our organization, National Integrity Movement, is taking this as a responsibility to bring all this to book. If you have only first level certificate, submit your minimum qualification according to the law. You are free to go. If your people vote for you, no doubt, the Interior Minister have been, according to you media, is a performing minister. That is what you portray to us. So I'm not in any way, shy away from that report. But at the same time, it is time to also test the integrity of the performer. We cannot shy away from the truth. The truth is one. That you are performing does not mean, it doesn't give you a yardstick to be parading yourself with a forged certificate, allegedly. Let's look into it. Now, NYSC went for that to say, he served in 2019 to 2020. Gentlemen of the pro, there is 4 cardinal points in NYSC. 1, orientation, which is 3 weeks. Primary assignment, CDA, and then to your rounding up a parade, which your certificate will be handed over to you. So how did he serve 2019 to 2020 and then waited till August 2022 to apply for his certificate and then issued to him in February 2023? Gentlemen of the press, something is wrong. Something is wrong. That is not the procedures that we know. And we must get to the bottom of it. It is either he step aside and submit himself for investigation, or the president asks him to step aside. As simple as ABCD. Because what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So we cannot, for any reason, decide to, shy away from the truth. NYSC should be held responsible for issuing such certificate. They should come out plain to tell us how they have sanctioned him, his punishment, and how they came about the conclusion to issue him that certificate. No doubt, they agreed they issued it to him. But is that the right procedure? That is why I say corruption is in every sector in Nigeria. When you base your argument on one person on the street, go to the people sitting in office, they are worst. See, every nation is built on rule of law. President Muhammad Buhari is gone. Today, he's no longer alive. But even the ancient books say, the good a man do shall live after him. The good of Mr. President today will be what we will say, or what our children will say, where he's no longer there. That at a point in time, one man called, President Tinubu did this and did that. And you as a reporter, you must bring this to light and put your torchlight on it. I know you can achieve this if you want to achieve. There is nothing media cannot turn on. You can even turn blue to red with your news. Now that is the truth. So this is a very interesting story that you should put your torchlight and go to INEC. Go to what did he submitted before he became the House of Rep. I ran for Senate in 2023 and I submitted mine. And I have this same problem of not serving. You cannot submit what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. That is the call for forgery. That is see, the minimum qualification in secondary school. Why not present it? If the president wants you to serve with him, you will still serve. See, Nigeria, we are not looking for education qualification any longer. We are looking for people who will change the country. Because even the professors of doom leading INEC are our problem today. They made it so impossible for we, the common men, to hold our elective officials accountable. And that is why some of them, as we speak, are now maxing and, carving out money for 2027 because they know they can use money to have their way. But if INEC make it possible and they are sure that our thumb will count, trust me, they will not be saving that money. They will use it to go and develop and start all the projects they need to. They will be working like a mad dog. But because there is no means to hold them accountable for their there's no consequences for their sin, for their action and inaction, so they are free to do whatever they want to do. And that is why we are here today. American government know that if Republicans are not performing, they will go definitely. They must work for the people that voted them in. Democrats will also work. And in every other Western world, that they are going to be treating their children and treating their family. They allow the will of the people to prevail. But that is not what we have in Nigeria. And I want to tell you, gentlemen of the press, that we must call for Mr. President to release the Interior Minister, Ojo, for a thorough investigation by DSS. He is not above the law. No big man is above the law. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you for coming.